And I will be talking about voting procedures in the European Parliament. Essentially, what I'll be doing is giving a very preliminary indication as to whether members of the European Parliament follow somewhat different voting methods when different voting procedures are employed. And the early indication is that the traditional roll call analysis of MEPs' voting patterns do only tell part of the story, as a limited but still noteworthy voting procedure effect does appear to be present in MEPs' voting patterns. Now, who cares? Well, on one hand, the more general issue of voting in the European Parliament matters because the European Parliament matters, having evolved into one of the more powerful institutions of the EU. On the other hand, the more specific area of voting procedure matters because the traditional understanding of how MEPs vote derives from roll call analysis, yet the European Parliament uses other voting procedures as well. And my paper aims to provide an empirical insight into the voting procedure effect. Now, the voting procedure effect, which is a core concept in the paper and the presentation, it links voting procedure and voting behavior. Now, as I mentioned, the existing understanding of how MEPs vote derives from roll call vote analysis. However, we know that roll call votes constitute only a minority of the total population of votes the European Parliament takes. They're used roughly once for every third vote, roughly. And we also know that roll call votes by nature are unique. They are only votes where the MEPs' voting patterns or individual MEPs' voting choices are recorded and published. And there's an increasing body of empirical literature that shows that traditional perception of roll call votes being random and representative of the total votes taken in the Parliament, well, it's simply not true. Right. To narrow the concept down and to kind of make it workable, this is what I'm looking at. How does MEPs comparative likeliness to defect from MEP party groups voting instructions vary in two situations of voting dilemma and across three voting procedures? Now, the two voting dilemmas being when the MEPs perceive the EP party group's voting instructions not to be in the best interest of the national electorate, and when the MEPs receive conflicting voting instructions from the national parties and the European EP party groups. The three voting procedures being roll call voting and voting by show of hands and electronic. What do I expect? Well, I do expect to see a degree of voting procedure effect in the MEPs' voting patterns. I expect the MEPs to be slightly less likely to defect from MEP party group's voting instructions when voting per roll call, in contrast to by either show of hands or electronic. Why? Well, we also know that roll call votes are used predominantly by the EP party groups to scrutinize the MEPs' behavior rather than by national parties or national electorates. For example, we also know that roll call votes are predominantly called by the EP party groups. And it's been shown that the roll call votes do generally underrepresent legislative proposals, which, however, do have a greater propensity to give rise to salient national allegiances. And I don't expect to see a difference in voting by show of hands or electronic, as they are similar enough. Conducted a small MEP survey amongst the current MEPs. It was done last year, but a sample of 25%, not fantastic by any stretch, but given the samples previous MEP surveys with considerably more resources to us, I was happy enough with it, and it is representative enough, so I'll take it. And in terms of the analysis, that is of a very preliminary stage. At this point, it's descriptive statistics comparing mean voting defections and proportions of MEPs, seeing no voting procedure effect within the voting patterns and proportions of MEPs, seeing a particular kind of voting procedure effect in the voting patterns. And the blue figures when the conflicting voting instructions were received from the party groups and national parties. And when obviously voting by roll call, show of hands and electronic. As you can see, the higher the value, the more likely the MPs on average are to defect from the party group's voting instructions. And the scale was from 1 to 4. Now, as you can see, there is a slight, I would say still noteworthy increase in the mean likeliness to defect when voting by show of hands or electronically in contrast to by roll call. In case of both voting dilemmas, it's pretty similar degree of increase. And voting by show of hands and voting electronically are virtually the same. And this is the proportions of MPs. This deals with only one of the voting dilemmas when the EP party group's voting instructions are not received in national elector's best interest. On the far left column, we see 0 indicates the proportion of MPs claiming to be as likely to defect when voting by either of the two voting procedures. And positive values correspond to the proportions of MPs who claim to be more likely to defect when voting by the left-sided voting procedure, and the negative values to the proportions of MPs claiming to be more likely to defect when voting by the right-sided voting procedure. Right, so as you can see that from the red figures, most MPs do perceive to be as likely to defect when voting by roll call, in contrast to by either show of hands or electronically. 68 and 73. But the blue figures also do show that there's still a considerable proportion of MPs who do perceive to be more likely to defect when voting by show of hands and electronically, in contrast to by roll call. And amongst the MPs who do perceive the voting procedure effect to be present within the voting patterns, virtually all of them perceive to be more likely to defect when voting by non-roll call, either by show of hands or electronically. And the green, 92.1%, well, virtually all of the MPs perceive to follow the same voting patterns when voting by show of hands or electronically. The exact same thing was done for the upvoting dilemma, and those three things are highlighted are present here as well, pretty much in the same manner. Right, so to summarize, I do think there's a problem. Roll call votes are not representative, as traditionally perceived, and it's understandable why roll call votes are used to study the MP's voting behavior, because they are easily accessible. They are the only ones where individual MP's voting choices are recorded and published, but they may not tell only part of the story, and I think they do. And the early indication is that a particular voting procedure effect is indeed present in the MP's voting patterns. It is not overwhelming by any stretch, but it is still large enough to be taken into account and considered. And